Alrighty, we are back. We're going to finish up the remainder of the endings here, and I'm going to go down with the ship first, so here we go. It's funny. Now that I know what's going on, I've grown sentimental about him.
Alex.
Even though he's fake. But I'm just like, if he's going to die with the ship, I'm going to go stand with him, you know?
Yeah.
Even though
you feel like he's going to die with the ship, but
he
you feel
isn't,
like,
though.
I need to go be with him when we die with the ship.
Well, I kind of want to see if it changes things, too.
If you sit with him.
If you die with him, yeah. If he's like...
You decided to stay with me, even though... Fat man.
That you shove in front of the train to save everybody.
I'd be like, I harnessed your mass in space.
Well, the thing is that all the shit that they've done on Talos, they are horrible people.
They're terrible people.
But everything they do is sacrifice the few to save the many, which we agreed with in the very beginning of the game.
Yep.
And you go, wow, I actually would have done the same thing if I was true to my values that I put out there.
Well, they fuck with you when you start realizing that the volunteers are actually prisoners that were sent there
and that they die.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, open door.
Oh my god, not a safe place.
Not
a safe place.
That is not a... What? Okay. I guess I'm not dying. I'm trying to go to... God, I've already forgotten where everything is. I want to go to the bridge, which is in the Arboretum.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
The Phantom saying Morgan is just so creepy. What I was saying is I want to stay with Alex as this blows up. Because he's decided, I'm going to die with this. You know, this is... I was part of this, and so I'm going to die with it. And I kind of want to see what he says. I also want to know if it changes the ending at all. So here we go.
I just want to see if they'll hug each other.
Right?
As the
dramatic death scene
unfolds.
Yeah.
Microgravity detected.
Detonation
oh, that's
imminent.
right.
Please evacuate Talos 1.
Hold on, I gotta... Can I mark this on the map? Where I want to go? Really? God, how do you get to the bridge?
Is he just chilling there? Or is he a body?
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Is this the bridge? I think this is the bridge. Yes. Ah! Come on. Zero gravity's hard. Please contact a qualified engineer. Okay. I'm coming, buddy!
Last warning, Morgan. Your window to leave aboard this shuttle is closing fast.
Oh, interesting.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Oh, area map. I better download this so I know where to go. Thanks.
You have a minute and a half to download that.
Right.
Can I have a hug? There's nothing more to say.
Seriously, though.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate.
This is just cool, though. Wow.
That's like hashtag you're fucked. Like, I know, but it's like still the visual of it.
I imagine
whoa.
I remember our reaction when. Never seen that before. Our reaction when that thing first came up was like, oh, I see this has escalated a little bit.
Warning,
Yeah.
reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
This guy. What do you have on you? EMP charge.
One's glitched, always glitched.
Poor Nixon.
Oh. Hey, dude.
Don't worry. I'll get you out of there.
I don't have to die on the couch.
Hey.
Dude.
Flight log. Yeah, I think basically there's that the other guy, the mercenary that we've been
Warning, reactor
tricking.
detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
He's been secretly dropping the people off here.
Gotcha.
Alright, Alex, this is it, you and me. No final words? Well, it's been an honor.
He's looking at you in disgust.
Right.
Time's up. I can't wait any longer. You'll have to find another way off.
Please
Dial out.
evacuate Talos 1.
Oh.
Oh, that was just a good
Oh, I suppose it's not going to blow up as he takes off. It's going to be... We've got a little bit of,
cushion.
yeah. You don't typically want to launch out of a station as it's blowing up.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
He is, like, disgusted with you. He's like, I have nothing to say to you.
Those suits, though, that leather is quite... That it fits. It's fitting.
Right? I love the aesthetic. How much time do I have? Oh, 12 seconds.
I'm like,
Okay.
right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I keep having this dream.
Interesting. It doesn't show the debris. When
It
you
shows
stay.
them actually going. Looks like they actually make it.
Because when you go with them, and I love the song, when you go with them, you see the panels and stuff flying
Yeah.
after, but it's definitely not on this one.
Yeah, you just see the ship go.
I wonder what they're trying to imply. Like, you leaving makes it worse? Such a fitting song for the end, you know, playing a mind game.
Like, who funded this?
I don't think Mick Gordon did this song. He did the opening title song in the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
I love the coffee mug. I love this because everyone's just going around their business and it's like you see shit happening and they are totally unaware.
You're like, hey Bob, what happened? I don't know. Oh God, John! And she keeps running.
Yeah.
She's like, oh,
I'm done. I'm out.
I'm out. Oof.
The damn trash can. I love it. And they never even tell you what, they
Never
never
noticed that, dude.
Yeah, he's up there in the corner. They never really explain it. They never figure out why the mimics can do what they do. Like, they talk about it, they go back and forth, but they never actually figure it out. They don't even know. They don't even care at this point. They're just like, we just gotta teach one of them empathy so we can... And we will have to touch this on our recap episode, but you think about it, the Typhons don't have mirror neurons. They cannot feel empathy.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're doing is they don't even understand what they're doing is making people suffer. But the humans are fully willing to make people suffer, and they fully well can feel things. They have empathy, and they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So who's the monster? Typhons don't know any better. They're like children. Humans they're fully aware of what they're doing. And I think that's what kind of brings you to the final question of, do they deserve to live or not? After seeing all the shit they've done, do you kill them all, or do you go, yeah, I'll help you? Continue to do what you've been doing.
Yeah. But what else would they do? They're just gonna walk around.
I mean, it's just, you know...
What is their existence?
It's the same way that we give people with mental illness a free pass in certain crimes. They didn't know any better. They couldn't do any better. And we're like, okay. Okay, so we're back. We'll see if this ending differs a little bit from the first one we got.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. And later, it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us. But its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But...
would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Oh man.
I'm curious if you do if you don't do anything that's empathetic, if you help no one, if they just kill you at this point. Because they're like, clearly you did the procedure failed, you were not empathetic at all, you don't deserve to live.
Or would you get this far at all?
It makes you wonder, because if you try to escape through the escape pod without doing anything, they kill you. You're not useful. Start again. I'm curious if you could end the game early by just being a complete asshole. Another question I have is...
downloading all of the...
Is this a simulation? Right now? Is he really taking the risk standing next to me?
I guess he did.
I guess it's just kill Alex.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's interesting.
Alright.
I am curious if you could actually get killed at that point because you were not empathetic enough. Because he asks him, do you think he deserves to live? And she's like, pauses and goes, yeah, I think he does. You could probably piss a lot of them off. Alright, so what we're going to do here is... I gotta go back pretty far. I need to go to... I think the Arboretum, maybe? I'm gonna go back, and I'm going to do the Nero Wave, the other option that Alex gives you, so before I set the alarm off. So I think this is good here, so we'll give this a shot. Okay, we're back. Let me go to Psychotronics. And hopefully not get eaten on the way there. Oh, are you an engineering operator? Fix my shit. Never mind. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I regret everything.
Suit integrity damaged.
Ooh, that looks ugly too.
Suit integrity damaged. Stop getting shot, please.
Tentacles are no-go.
Type 1 shafting initiated.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Heart of the coral.
Good morning, Talos. Our resident...
Oh man, you can even see it like outside the elevators you go down. That's really good attention to detail, I appreciate that. Shit. Okay, Heart of the Coral. Let me run for this. You know, I kind of wonder about the coral, if it's a synapse, basically, right? And the weavers make it. I wonder what happens when a weaver turns someone into a phantom, where the coral comes from. Is that the mental consciousness of the people it's consuming?
Maybe it's like a secretion.
Curious.
Maybe you're running through, like, Typhon secretion.
Well, there's an ability you can get where you regenerate your psi power when you touch coral. By being in contact with it, you regenerate your psychic abilities.
You're like the mother.
The what?
The mother connection. Mother's milk.
Right.
Okay, I'm trying here.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, thank you. making noises.
Wow. Okay. Hi, mimics.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Oh, science operator. I hate those things.
So juicy.
Gotta get all cleaned off before I do something that may or may not work.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Maybe you can help me.
Diagnosing bruising, abrasion, fatigue, nothing life-threatening. Please hold still. This will only take a moment. All done.
Operator wreckage deployed. Please stand clear of
Oh,
our
jeez.
Live exam.
They're all just killing each other. That's fine. You do you. Ah, damn it. It's just weird. Oh, just try to kill me. I don't care.
suit integrity damaged.
Yes, I'm aware. Alright, let's see if it tries to kill me if I go out here.
I'm waiting for that suit to go finish her.
Right? Oh my gosh.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Activate the null wave transponder.
Assume Alex's
The
plan
heart of the
succeeds.
portal is like
Then what?
literally in ground
You're
zero.
taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
It gets to a point where you're like, you know what? This is so fucked up. I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. I don't even really care anymore. I just want to see what's gonna happen if I do it. So we're gonna go do it. Let's fast forward to the bridge once I get there. You guys really love sickness. What's it called?
Are you want one?
Microgravity detected.
Can you imagine, like...
Hey. Head no more.
Fence of steel. Then it's kind of like, so the heart is a heart? So the coral's actually...
I don't think it's actually meant to be a heart. It's just like, that's the center. Like, that's the neural center of it all.
I was gonna say, because then they're like...
Escape pods. Did I ever check down here? Oh yeah, I did. I was surprised because they realized they were similar to the ones I was at before.
Attitude adjustment required.
No wave controls. Well, let's see what Alex is up to, though.
He's like, oh,
Who?
I was surprised
What?
having some chicken.
Morgan,
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan, you.
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bet the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me, and now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think you've said enough. I would never harm you, Morgan.
How
Never.
many times they practice?
This machine, it had your voice.
Right.
I knew from the video you'd done something with operators, but this? It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again.
Oh my gosh.
I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be? It's not too late. We can still turn this around. The prototype null-wave device will work, but you have to hurry. Time's almost up.
Good morning, Talos. Warning. Tampering with administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Okay. Okay, talk.
I'm surprised that you primed the arming case. Perhaps you see that as a precaution, but I assure you it won't be necessary. The null-wave device will work. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry. Time's almost up.
Okay, so.
It's like I've played Dark Souls and now you exhaust everything they have to say.
Right. He's exhausted.
What's the rule with Dark Souls? Everyone talk to everyone 3 times. Because they always have more stuff to say. Okay, here we go. Transmit. Ooh, that frame rate though.
What is a Euromod? Well, it's both an easy answer
complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
Okay.
So it almost looked like a shuttle escaped at the end there. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this to the end here.
I still feel like that was really really? Like,
Yeah, that part's a little abrupt.
it's like, look, we incinerated everything. I don't feel like that stops the problem since everything is a shit show.
Well, they said that it could trigger other entities from far away to come looking for us from this blast of neural energy. So we could have just made things way worse.
Yeah.
And that's basically Destiny Zero. We just called the darkness.
We called the fucking darkness.
Alright, here we go.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too.
Yeah,
It all
see,
comes
almost
down
like,
to the choices
yeah, we
it
would
makes.
kill it if it failed.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Dar. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But
would you let it live?
yes,
Sarah, you're next.
the situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
This is all basically the same.
What do you say?
Mm-hmm. I
It
did get
found me.
confused though
It
because
didn't need to, but it did. I asked
are
it
they
to
at a
stop
different
Volunteer
location?
37.
I'm not
That
sure where
was
they're at.
dangerous.
because I mean
No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the null wave device.
This is the
Why?
part.
To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean really see us. Take my hand if you do.
So in the end, it doesn't really matter how you end it. It's about your choices along the way to the end. You know, if you help people, do you make moral choices? Do you empathize? Mm-hmm. The whole thing was a giant test of, can you act like a human being? Which is funny because these people did anything but that in their experiments. They act in the most unempathetic way possible, just ruthlessly killing people under the pretense that, hey, it's for the betterment of mankind.
Well, they didn't see the people they were experimenting on.
No, they didn't.
They didn't see the Typhons they were experimenting on either. Or the mimics.
Yeah, they didn't care.
So, and then they're like, now you're asking for some fucking help?
Yeah.
I should let that coral fucking choke you.
Yeah, so I mean, in the end, it's all...
My only thing
ironic.
is, how do the operators keep their accents? I know that's a dumb question, but I'm like...
AI, who knows? But it amuses me that it's this... Well, we have to make sure you're empathetic so you can believe in us and help us. And I'm like, but you're a bunch of assholes. Like,
pretty much.
Like, if I had killed every motherfucker I saw on that station, I'd be more like you than I acted.
Pretty much.
I'm the only decent creature here. So fuck you.
You're gonna kill him again?
Yeah. No, seriously, like, the more I think about it...
You're starting to just, like, I hate you.
Well, the more it pisses me off is that it's this big thing of, oh, we have to make sure that you're the bridge between our species. I'm like, I'm a better human being than you are.
Pokey is taking his real aggression off.
I bet No Man's Sky was fucking Alex Yu's idea. It was his fault.
Oh, no. Trigger. He's like, we want you to just understand, we want you to get behind us on this open world concept.
Oh my gosh. But really though, is at the end, and the ending seems trivial, like, oh, do you kill them all or do you help them? But in reality, it's, hey, we tested you to see if you could be like us, but I'm like, but I was everything that you weren't. I was empathetic.
I was better than you.
You are just as bad as the things you're trying to kill. You don't have empathy. You don't care. You only cared when everything hit the fan and now you had your back to the wall and your species was threatened. All of a sudden, you want to be like, oh, actually, we don't just want to get along. Yeah, humanity sucks in this game.
Hey, I'm gonna kill you every time.
Your Typhon, though, the player character, the Typhon that you're playing as, is the only decent person on that station. At least, I shouldn't say it. I'd say that most of the people are okay, but the ones that were involved with the experiments, Alex, Morgan, Igwe, all the people in Psychotronics, they knew that the shit they were up to was no good. They just did it anyways.
See, I'd be more angry at, like, the things I did, like, find Creepy Dalton.
Right.
Like, guys.
He knew what was up, too. He was like, hell with this. Excuse me.
I searched for Creepy Dalton, and you're gonna tell me that just funsies.
Right? I found him and he was dead. Real empathetic. No, that was good. I really like that ending. It raises a lot of really cool questions. I do kind of want to do a deep dive on this in our final recap episode, but yeah, I think that's all the endings. I mean, you could obviously get some more depending on what you do during the course of the game. We're not going to go back and change little things. Obviously, that'd be really time intensive, but
you might take in a fact, or taking if you're gonna install neuromods, the human ones versus the I don't know what they call it here, alien ones,
the Typhon-based neuromods.
Mm-hmm. If you save people or just rush through it, I mean, you can kind of make those decisions and even come up with something different, perhaps. Yeah,
I mean, even if you've seen the ending watching this, you could very clearly get a slightly different ending. And I'd be curious to see if you do get killed, if you just act like a total asshole the whole time and just let everyone die and just ignore everyone and just go straight for self-preservation.
Yes, let us know how you get killed. We've tried. you were an asshole. You're like, I'm gonna leave you.
And it kills you.
It killed you, but I want to see them kill you in like the murder room.
Right. No, that's good stuff. It'd be interesting to see a speed run where they just go through, ignore all the side quests, go straight to blowing up Talos 1, do not save anyone, and maybe escape on your own, or maybe not. You know?
Yeah.
Because like, when you escape on that shuttle, it shows you like 4 main characters, I think, that can be seen. I missed one. I think one guy died.
Gotcha.
And I'm not sure if that was my failure or if I don't remember who he was, unfortunately. But then it also says, like, in the cargo chamber, how many people were back there. So how many survivors did you actually save?
Gotcha.
It'd be interesting to see if you save nobody if no one's in there except for you and Dahl, you know. So, but yeah, that's really good stuff. I know, like I said, even though you've seen the ending here, there's obviously a lot of different ways to play this game, and they're all going to be a slightly different experience. So, it's good stuff. So yeah, catch us next time. We're going to do kind of a full recap video, do kind of a full in-depth discussion, review, that sort of thing. It should be good. So, see you then.